Hey, what's up, guys? This story takes place like a couple years ago, honestly. It's been a little while. But I used to work at this construction company doing trim work, and I used to have this little car, and it was a two-door car. It had like two rows, but it was only two doors, so you couldn't fit a lot in it. So I needed a new car, and I was looking around for one on Facebook Marketplace. But my Mimo had a neighbor that had a minivan, and I bought it off of her, and I thought this is perfect. I can fit a bunch of stuff in it. I can take a couple seats out and have plenty of room. And I thought this car was gonna last a little while because it didn't have that many miles on it. But you seen the title of the video. Anyways, I get to work one day and I unload a little bit of my stuff out of the car, but not a lot. I think I unloaded like the saw, and then I measured out the house. I had to do some trim work in it, so I measured out the house, and that's all I had out. And I was like, damn, I'm kind of hungry. It's kind of early, so I left the job site and I went to get some food. I think I went to Chick-fil-A and I got a burrito. And I'm sitting in my car and I keep smelling this like scent that smells like burning plastic. But I didn't really think a lot of it because I'm on a job site. There's a bunch of random smells out there. But I keep smelling it and it's getting stronger. And then smoke starts to like fill in the car. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this lady's walking her dog and knocks on my window. She's like, your car's on fire. And I was like, what? So I get out of my car, and sure enough, the back light is on fire and the back light's melting, and that's what the plastic smell was. But I call my dad because that's the first thing I thought. I was like, what the fuck do I even do? Do I call the fire department right now? So I call my dad, and he's like, dude, you need to like get all your stuff out of the car and call the fire department. And he's like, actually, I'll call the fire department. You get your shit out of the car. And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, bet, yeah. There's a lot of money in this car, and I didn't even get all of it out of it, but I'm taking most of my stuff out of it. I'm kind of just throwing it like in the mud, like I'm yanking it out, throwing it to the side, and I get most of the stuff out. And I didn't want to get everything because by the time like this fire is getting big, I'm like, I'm not getting in the car anymore. Some of the stuff's gonna have to get sacrificed. But my buddy, my partner, he gets there before the fire department or anything, and he opens his car door and he goes, Dylan, what the fuck, dude? And he runs up to the car with a water bottle in his hand and starts spraying the water all over the fire. Like, that's really finna do something. And the glass shattered, actually, like everywhere. He like hit the deck because he thought the shit was about to explode. But the glass shattered, and he comes back and he's like, well, that didn't work. I'm like, really? No shit. Especially since it was probably an electrical fire because it started in the light. But the fire department gets there a couple minutes after he does, but me and him are pretty much just sitting there watching this fire get bigger. And we don't really do a whole lot, but fire department gets there, they start putting it out, and then my dad gets there and he starts being like, so are you not gonna work today? And I was like, I mean, I'm not really feeling like working right now. My car is just went up in flames. He's like, well, you're about to need some more money to get a new car, so I suggest you keep working. And I was like, damn, I guess you're right. So start pulling my shit out of the mud. Me and my buddy Nico started pulling the stuff out of the mud and getting to work. I mean, we did quite a bit of work too that day for having everything happen, having my car light on fire and shit. But we did quite a bit of work. I think we did like 2 or 3 houses. Actually, I think it was units. We did 2 or 3 units. Then my dad's on the phone with like the company and stuff, the insurance company. And I was like, damn, this is for real about to be I thought I was about to have to pay a bunch of money, but I actually got paid having that my car lit on fire. I had good insurance and I got paid. Ended up paying my mom's car off and buying it off of her. But I had a headband that I'm pretty sure was bad luck. I had a Naruto headband that I was hanging in the mirror, and I had it hanging in the mirror of my old truck too, and I'm pretty sure it's bad luck, so I left it in there, let the insurance company take it. But I wrecked that truck too. I was driving it. I was going pretty fast. My girl was like, "I'm home alone," and I was like, "Oh, you know it." So I'm driving kind of fast, messing with the radio a little bit, and I hit the rumble strips kind of on my left side, and this is a 2-lane road. Hit the rumble strips, and I kind of freak out and yank the wheel to the right. And as soon as I yank the wheel to the right, I start sliding sideways. And I slid sideways for a good few 100 feet, and I was trying to get control of it. And then I go off the road, take a speed limit sign out, and then I go through like a metal, like chain link fence kind of, and I like break through the middle of it. And I hit, while I'm in the chain link fence, I hit a big old log, and it tries to throw me in the air, but my truck bed is in between the fence, and the fence yanks me back down, and I smacked the side of the car or the side of the truck into a tree, bro. It was crazy. And I got up unscathed. It was the craziest thing, because the rest of the car is totaled to pieces. Everything's busted up except for where I was sitting. It was crazy. But the cops get called. A couple people pulled over to ask what happened and what was going on, but I was just messing with the radio, going a little too fast. And then the cops showed up, and they're like, "Damn, dude, looks like you're having a rough day." And I was like, "Yeah, kinda." But my parents got there a little bit after one of the cops did, and they didn't charge me with anything except failure to maintain lane. So that was pretty cool, because they could have like charged me with a couple of things and maybe pay a big fine, but they wanted to cut me a little bit of slack since my car was absolutely totaled to pieces, and that was pretty cool. Well, thanks for listening, guys. That's really the end of the story time. I have some good ideas that I think will work for some more content, because I don't have a whole lot of stories, but I'm working on getting some better equipment to start getting better videos. But like and share, please. I would greatly appreciate that.